Would you like to know how to master final expense sales and you really want to increase your odds of success? Well, you found the right video, my friends. I'm going to give you 4 tips to help you take your career to the next level because this insurance industry is a performance-based business. And sometimes you think it's your dream. Well, your dream may be somebody else's nightmare because they didn't watch these 4 tips, and we're going to drop them to you today. So before I go into these next steps for you, my name's Jason. I'm your friend in the industry, and I'm so blessed to recruit and partner with some of the most amazing agents as well as agencies nationally that align here to sell life, Medicare, and annuities face to face, but more importantly in the telespace. So, free resources at jasonfinalexpense.com. And if you can do me a favor, pray for Garrison. He is in critical condition, a 14-year-old boy that was in a really bad accident. If you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. So let's dive into how you can move your career forward in final expense sales, because that's what you're here to watch, right? Number one, you've got to focus on having passion. Passion is so important. It's almost contagious, if you know what I'm saying. Like if you're around somebody who's got a really bad attitude, it's probably not going to make you feel real good. It's caustic, right? Well, if you want to increase your chance of having a better opportunity for cash flow in this business, you can't have a poor attitude. You've got to be passionate about serving these great people. You can't be a pushy salesman. They've been there. Your clients have seen that. They've got the t-shirt and they're sick and tired of it. You don't want to smell like everybody else, right? Be that person that's got that positive and just powerful attitude of gratitude that you're grateful to be here as a resource, a blessing to help fix the problems that they absolutely have, but they haven't figured it out yet. So get over this pushy salesman mentality. You've got to get yourself on the same mission as your client so that you can help relieve what's going on here. And that's the burdens that they're going to face if they don't maybe find a solution with you today. So you've got to have a passion for helping these great folks if you want to increase your chance of success here. Being a pushy person is not going to be the way to go here. So that's a free bonus point for you. But number one, the biggest thing you need to realize when you're mastering final expense sales is focus on building trust. Trust is eroded when you go too fast. You've got to go slow. You've got to take your time, just like a beautiful date. All right. You've got to engage with your consumer and really be focused on helping them win. All right. But trust is everything. And you're going to build trust through what we call a fact finder process. A fact finder is just finding out what your client has so that maybe if it's a right thing, you can find out ways to help them. Client first, us second. But number one is build trust. And you do that through a fact finder process where you uncover maybe some things that they have that you may have in your briefcase to build a solution for them if it's appropriate. But number one is trust, trust, trust. Slow down. This is why your systems are so important to you surviving here. Do the same thing every time with your fact finder and uncovering the opportunity to serve these great folks. But trust, number one, cannot be overstated. Agents that go too fast, agents that sound robotic, really don't get real results here. They get rocked. All right. So, number one, focus on trust. Number two, if you want to master final expense sales, you've got to uncover needs, not your needs to get paid. And I get it. Everybody needs to get paid as a final expense insurance agent, but you need to be really pouring out yourself into what does this consumer need from me? Maybe they've already got a great life insurance policy. Maybe they just need some advice from you. You may be able to serve one of their friends. Don't cut the conversation short just because you don't think that they're a sale. Don't treat them like a sale. Be a servant there in the home, but you've got to be really attuned to the client's needs. Back to number one, you're building trust through a fact finder process. Very slow, very intentional, and very servant based. Back to number two here, focus on the needs that your client has. You're going to uncover that through questions. Ask them, what policies do you have in place to be able to pay for burial or cremation right now? Ask these questions. This is why questions are important. You want the right answer, right? Ask the right questions. Focus on their needs, not your needs, all right? Number three is once you figure out they've got a need, well, don't be pushing product yet. Now that you know they have a need, you've got to do what we call trial closes. A trial is just, Mrs. Johnson, if we could make that problem go away. What's in your budget? You've got to focus on their budget before you bring out the solution. If not, you're going to really get your hand caught in the cookie jar here thinking, wow, they need burial insurance, cremation insurance, life insurance. Well, how about $100 a month? And they go, whoa, get out of my house. Okay. You cannot do this. You've got to test the waters through what we call the art of questions. You've got to do trial closes so that you know the right cost for your consumer. It's all about them. It's not about us. All right. It's focusing on the client's needs. But you've got to be very now certain once they tell you the price for what they can afford, their budget. Now you've got to back up the solution as a confident insurance agent, a confident partner helping them fix their problem. You've got to be certain. If you start fumbling around here when they tell you they can, okay, budget $50 and you're like, let me see. I don't know underwriting. They're going to not trust you. They will not take a policy with you. They'd rather have somebody else who is confident and competent and go, you know what? Here's my cash. Go get it done. You must not fumble here. You fumble, you will fail with final expense sales. You've got to be one that knows the solution for them and is confident of that solution. Confidence is everything. Be certain that you've got a partner like us at jasonfinalexpense.com that can give you the answers in seconds and minutes. Look at our videos up here of agent interviews and testimonials, how quick we serve our agent force. I love our work family, some of the best across this nation, some of the best people ever. But you've got to be certain that you know the solution. It's like if a plane crashed in the middle of the wilderness and you've got one guy who's like, all right, guys, I know how to get us out of here. Follow me. Let's go. I've done, Boy Scouts of America. I know how to navigate. We're going this way. You want to follow? Head this way. And then you got another person over here in the corner that says, guys, you want to stay with me? We can stay warm and we'll try to figure this out together. Who are you going to go with? The guy that says, hey, I know where we're going. I know we can get on the other side of this mountain. There's a big city. We're out of here. Follow me or stay here. Who are you going to go with? This guy that's fumbling over himself, going, oh, I lack certainty. You're going to follow that guy that has direction and is confident in his skills. You as an insurance agent need to be very confident and competent in your skills to be that solution for your consumer. I know being a new insurance agent kind of stinks sometimes if you don't have a work family like us, but you've got to work through this. You're, my goodness, more educated than your consumer already. If you just passed your insurance license, be that person that leans in and assumes the sale now into tip number 4. If you're certain, if you're confident, you know the solution, you know the price is appropriate, the budget's right, you believe that you're certain, you think you can get them approved with XYZ company. Now, number 4 is powerful. You must assume the business. This is what we call a trial close or an assumptive close. You've got to be very assumptive here to ask the client for the business. You're going to lose all the business you don't ask for. You've got to be confident, but now number 4 is assumption of the sale. So you've got to focus straight to the banking, straight to, okay, something on the application and focus on the client moving forward with you by asking in an assumptive way. You're gaining permission. Get what you need. But tip number 5 is equally important, and that's action by acquiring leads, focusing on the laws of large numbers, and understand this business 90+% of the agent force fails because they failed to take action. Looking at your leads is not going to make you a lot of money. Looking at your CRM is not going to make you a lot of money. If you don't have 100 clients, you have no need for a CRM right now. You need to buy a lot of leads, acquire a lot of clients so that you can cash flow in this business. If you really stick and stay and have persistence and just passion for it, you're going to love it, my friends. Never lose sight of who you serve and how great you can become by being an asset and an ally. Get on the same mission as your clients, and you're going to find that you may have a better chance of making money than somebody else that's got a poor attitude, poor skill set, poor work ethic. And the business works if you work your leads and have a little bit of luck in your corner. All right. But you've got to go through the no's to find a great person that you can serve. And when you get that yes, all the no's will become worth it. So I hope these tips help you. Hope you take them to heart. If we can do anything to serve you, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. And remember, you've got what it takes. I appreciate you.